Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Magnus Archives role-playing game that the wonderful and terrifying, lovely Manic Pixie Girl is guiding us through. Hello to Saber, Cave, and Otter, and if you're wondering who is the person that approved the foot fetish comment,
oh no,
that was me.
That wasn't
even us.
That is a way to start.
It's not,
yes.
There are some things that you gotta approve, and
do I need to talk about feet more?
No, Pixie, no.
Let's not talk about feet anymore.
I don't remember, oh, well, Encanto, was that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Encanto?
Yeah.
I have to go get alcohol for this.
No.
Nope, too late.
We need
We're doing it
inebriated.
sober.
You can't be inebriated.
Oh.
Also, Autumn, thank you for subscribing for 70 months. You're not 69 anymore.
I'm not.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not nice.
We knew that. We played D&D with you.
That's accurate.
That's
Andy!
valid. That's fair.
What? Thank you so much for subscribing at 39 months. Oh my god. Psyche approves of feet. Psyche does not approve of feet. Psyche does not like feet.
No, Psyche doesn't like feet. She loves feet. She worships feet.
Shut up,
she would die at the altar of feet.
She is going to show feet before the end of 2025.
I will be right back. I think my window might be open. I just shouted about not liking feet. Thankfully, we're moving, but y'all introduce yourselves. Be right back.
No, nose goes. Not it.
Do I have to?
I'll introduce myself first and then I'll toss to one of you. Hi, I'm Manic Pixie Girl, otherwise known as Pixie, otherwise known as Corinne, otherwise known as, I don't know, usually like wife.
My wife.
My wife. Lots of people are married to me. And I'm here to run this game. I am the game master, the storyteller, the keeper of the secrets that we are keeping in the Magnus Archives. Or in this case, the Magnus Society, because we got a little bit weird with it. And I'm gonna toss it to Val. Val, who are you? And who do you play?
Hi, I am Val, otherwise known as Teeth Whitener, and you can find me sometimes populating Roxy's chat, or Psyche's chat. Oops, sorry. Spill the beans, she has a real name.
Oh my god, it's not like we say it on Wham Bam, thank you ma'am, all the time.
Absolutely, yeah.
Sometimes
all the time.
In the dental care aisle. Yes, and my character's name is Amélie Janvier.
Ah shit, I forgot the bot. Keep talking.
Keep talking and nobody explodes.
Bam.
That
She's
is a
just
game,
started
I
streaming,
think.
y'all. So give her a break,
Yeah, first time streamer.
Tell us one fact about Amélie.
Well, she is a suspicious investigator who likes dark places. So that means she likes who investigates dark places or something like that. She looks for creepy things, and she's very suspicious of everybody and everything. If somebody told her that the sky was blue unprompted, she would give them a side eye. And in this setting, that might actually be appropriate because she's seen the Magnus Archives. That's something that gets fucky at some point. So yeah,
She's
bad.
prepared, it seems.
Prepared for bad.
Also, real quick, Karma, thank you so much for subscribing for 56 months. You're beating Andy. Oh my god. Stop flipping off Karma, Andy.
Stop beating me.
You know you like it.
Yeah, you're right.
We're all in a Zoom call. So Pixie can gauge if we're triggered or not. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, it's so I don't make them have a bad time. I mean, I want them to have a bad time, but in a good way, not a bad time in a bad way. And the best way when running a horror game is to be able to see your players, because sometimes people can freeze up when they get afraid, or if they get overwhelmed. And the last thing I want is to be, espousing on something terrible and somebody can't say stop. So I have a wonderful view of everyone.
Don't be nasty in the freaking Twitch chat. Don't say you like it in public, Andy. This is why we usually don't have chat on the overlay. Also, hi, Morty. Oh, that's true.
Is that
That's
why,
so
or is
true,
it because of general just disinterest in correcting that?
I'm not actually an exhibitionist. Just to clear up, that's the line for me. I'm not an exhibitionist.
There's a line.
The only line Andy has. You heard it here first. Speaking of, Andy, who are you? Where can people find you? And who do you play?
Hold on, let me use the command.
Is it the come command?
No. Hi, I'm Andy, also known as Super Andiness, pretty much fucking everywhere. I do Wham Bam Thank You Ma'am, the smuttiest, sluttiest podcast inside of literary analysis with PsycheSiren and Manic Pixie Girl, also known as Roxy and Corinne, respectively. I play Billy Ellison, named after Harlan Ellison, who did I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, a very upsetting piece of short horror fiction. Hottie LeVar Burton has gifted 5 subs.
Hottie LeVar! Happy freaking Friday. Thank you so much. I hope you're ready for some scary stories, Hottie LeVar. Hottie LeVar Burton is the hottest LeVar Burton we know. I stand by that. Slash mental health. Hope you're having a lovely weekend. Thank you so much. Oh my god, you always make me smile. You absolute tit. How dare you?
How dare you make her happy?
How dare you?
Can confirm she's smiling.
You son
She
of
is in
a...
fact smiling. Yes, it's true.
I'm gonna
You
turn
can
my
always
camera
watch you
off
now.
in the Zoom
You
call.
can always tell in her voice when she's smiling.
It's true.
It's true.
You have one of those voices.
It is accurate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stab all of you.
And now you're not smiling. Now you are again.
Is that a promise or a threat?
No!
It sounded like a
Always
promise.
down for a good stabbing. It's
Who
fine.
hasn't introduced themselves?
Oh my.
Well, let's go with Autumn.
It's true.
Hi, I'm Autumn. I play Garrett, who is an enigmatic occultist who works the back alleys.
Ayo.
Yeah. Listen, whatever you got to do to make a buck. As the player info has told you, I've already found you. I am in your walls, and that noise you hear at night, it is me. Don't worry, I only gonna watch you while you sleep. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it.
Yeah, whenever people ask me about Autumn's social media, I'm like, oh, don't worry, he'll find you. Don't go looking. You're already found.
He's just testing to see if you smell different awake or asleep.
Surprisingly, there's
That
not.
was the worst thing I've heard tonight so far, and there have been some upsetting things said.
I'm so happy.
This is
Will
how we're
say-
starting the weekend.
I smell different awake than asleep. I
think
know.
I do just because I sweat a lot at night.
I smell different when I'm awake or asleep because I have sleep apnea, and half the time I'm not smelling anything.
I
It's a
think
little bit dead, you know.
I just smell the same. It's me.
See, I will smell like whatever I ate that day when I sleep. So I make the entire room smell like spaghetti or fajitas or.
That's the most Italian thing you've said.
It's true. I used to eat Italian food and I would smell like garlic and garlic bread and stuff. Like my mom would come up to my room and be like, "Oh, Corinne, what did you eat?" And I'd be like, "You can tell." You know what I ate.
Oh, what did you have for
I'll
dinner?
show you.
Sniff
What do you
me.
think I eat?
What do you think? Karma, tell us.
That's it. That's me. I'm here. I'm Karma. You find me, guess what? Here. Most days. What a surprise. I play Nicola Domininsky. She's a scholarly investigator. She just wants a job. She just wants to actually be
Girls
respected
just
for
wanna
her
have fun.
craft.
Girls just want to have jobs that they get paid for equally.
Yeah, she just wants equality.
Oh, she's gonna be waiting a long time.
I mean, you're correct. But she
This is an
just-
alternate. This is an alternate history, so maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. Alternate history.
Maybe everything else is worse, though. Who knows? I mean, I'm not saying I want to live in this alternate reality
this
because I don't know
is
yet. I don't know yet.
This is the alternate reality that we talk about in upcoming Wham Bam Thank You Ma'am foreplay.
I love that a Magnus-based TTRPG reality, a very popular horror storytelling podcast, is a better society.
May not be. May not be.
Possibly.
Andy Anderson or Roxy, can you post in Wham Bam and let them know where?
On it like stank on a skunk.
Thank you, Stinky Skunk.
Also, hi, my name's Roxy. You already found me. Now you're stuck. I'm sorry. I don't really control it. I'm really just an avatar for some chaos entity, and everyone's been stuck here for like almost 7 years. But you know. Hi. Also, I play Alice Biltmore, who is a tearful occultist.
Just like real life.
For real.
All right. Well, who wants to give a little summary of what we did last session? And
Karma does.
I know Karma kept excellent notes.
Please have
I
Karma do
already
it.
gave 2 people in our group a summary because they couldn't remember.
Hey, not true. I remembered I flirted with a hot barley.
That is all you remembered.
That was all that was important to me and my character. So
I mean, a basic gist of what we did was we made it to the society building and we met Frankie and Ethel. Ethel has perfect teeth. They're obviously Peter's. Peter is obviously dead. He has no teeth.
That's the
And
dental
he
plan.
must eat.
I also have theorized that I think that they take our teeth so our bodies can't be identified through dental records. And Corinne told me that that was definitely an option.
Yeah, I didn't confirm nor deny, but it's a good
Yeah.
idea.
And we got our first statement, which had to do with a place called the Fish Tank, taken by a woman named Lucia. Her father and brother both basically drank to overconsumption and died. And then we basically went and talked to her, got some information. The liquor bottles are weird. Why are you doing that?
you'll see. Continue reading.
And I mean, the one was weird. It had a faded label that named Fola Caustica on it. There's missing bottles. We were gonna go see what was going on with Frank because he didn't show up, and his brother David worked at a bus as a busboy upstairs. So we were gonna go check up there. And then there was another statement that had similar causes as to what was going on, but that's really what kind of happened. And it wasn't that crazy, you know?
It'd be
Basically,
like that.
we went and investigated and talked to the lady who gave the statement
Yeah.
and found information and leads to go off of.
Yes. And there was fish tanks. But I don't think that was actually a thing. I think it was just a name.
It's a speakeasy called the Fish Tank, and they got their deliveries from the docks.
I hear you sell fishes.
God damn it! Hey, you guys got an aquarium here.
That was a deep cut. Jimmy Hoffa. He said, "So, guy, I hear you paint houses."
That's the gist. Don't give people your teeth.
Unless you want.
Unless you want to.
You can get the dental plan. There's also a bone plan and an innards plan.
But don't.
What about outards? Innards and outards.
I'm not sure if there's an outards plan. I think they figure if your entire body's gone, there's not much they can do to fix that.
Probably true.
Right.
What if I just want like
But
a
I think that
full body
such
skin graft?
assertions just lack imagination.
If you got a complete full body skin graft, would that be considered a disguised self?
That is a ship of Theseus question, and I refuse to engage
Can
with it.
we start the game? Oh my god,
We've
ew.
already started the game, kind of.
Okay, we can really start the game though. Let's see. You were, I believe you left did you leave the fish tank at the very end, or were you still there? We can retcon this either way, whichever you want to be. Do you still want to be at the fish tank, or do you want to have, like, are you leaving and going somewhere else? Because you will have statements waiting for you if you go back to the Magnus Society, or you did have a couple leads to follow up on that you can do first.
I thought we had talked about going up and seeing if we could talk to the younger brother.
Yes, yeah, that is one of the leads you can follow up, is going to talk to David.
Yeah, because if we're in the area, I mean, what's the point of leaving and coming back?
Chicago's a big place. Save some time.
Yeah.
So I will say, Saber, this is mostly a listening stream, a theater of the mind. There will be things to see occasionally.
What? Hold on. What are you gonna have us see? Wait. Wait.
Hold your horses, madam.
I'm
There was
so
something to
scared.
see. There was something to see last time, remember? I gave you a little fun graphic
Yes.
and you showed everybody.
That's true.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. So,
Yeah,
so
but-
it's occasionally imagery, but mostly listening.
Mostly theater of the mind with the occasional visuals. Yes.
Breathe easy, speak easy.
All right, so
Actually,
it's
it's called Speak Uneasy.
That is a willful manipulation of the statement I just made.
Aw, thanks, babe.
You guys
All
have
right.
the weirdest way of saying I love you.
Yeah.
So you would like to go and speak to David, is that correct?
David.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
David.
David.
Do
Oh
I?
my God.
It just says
David.
folded in, David.
David.
All right.
David.
All right, here, we'll put David's music on.
He has music? Oh,
Yeah.
he's bougie.
Well,
Well,
he's up in the
because
restaurant.
The restaurant upstairs. So
I
you
love dinner chats.
you leave the fish tank, walking out of the little vestibule area and back outside. You notice as you turn around that that metal door that you walked in is green. You didn't really notice it last time. As you head upstairs, there is those concrete steps. You're brought back up to street level. At street level, you see that there is a very ornate looking, what's the word? Storefront.
Marquee.
Marquee.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like an ornate looking marquee, and there's even a valet at the door. It seems like the fish tank is under quite a swanky establishment.
This fish tank sure is a swanky establishment, am I right?
It's bubbling.
I would have put on my flapper dress if I'd known.
I'm just vibing to the music.
I just look over at Karma and the Zoom call, and they're just swaying back and forth like a kid watching Coco Melon.
All right. Look, I was in jazz band in high school. I love like dinner jazz.
Well, don't worry, there'll be more in the future.
Oh my god, I have to let y'all know, Cave says my name is literally David. I am so sorry for what you're about to go through tonight.
I'm not.
David.
David.
You voluntarily showed up to this, so.
You voluntarily named yourself David.
Big
You may
mistake,
have.
but, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
So there is a valet at the door, like I said, but you've parked your cars elsewhere. You can't enter through the front doors. You're not quite dressed for the occasion. However, you can enter. They're not going to stop you. They just may not seat you.
So one of my items is a very fancy flapper dress. It's black and silver. Can I go change?
Yeah, you can find somewhere to change. Yeah.
You
Billy,
just wear it under
Billy,
your
where's
clothes.
your truck? Billy. Billy, where's your truck?
It's I parked right next to you guys.
Oh, there it is. Okay, be right back.
Billy is absolutely
Yeah.
grimy, bootlegger, nasty, doesn't give a shit.
Is anyone else trying to fit the establishment?
Well, Nicola is in like professional clothing. She's not in dinner wear.
Okay, I mean, she's still looking a little bit more like she could be here for a
Yeah.
reason, instead of stumbling through the door.
Yeah.
Does this place have like a valet for like a what is it a it's like
Maitre
a
d'?
check?
Oh, coat check? Yes, there is a coat check.
Cool. Can I like just steal a nice coat and stuff to blend in? Just
Dinner check it.
That's a Garrett thing. Your character would do it.
Yeah, I'd say you would be able to do that, but it would require a little bit of stealth. Let's see. I would say that this would be a standard difficulty task, so your target number is 6. I will need a roll that is equivalent to like stealth. You may have a stealth like skill.
I do. I am trained in it.
Okay, so then if you're trained in it, that is going to make it ease 1 step, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, so this becomes a simple task. You literally just need to roll at least a 3.
Okay. So
okay.
just even roll 20. Just roll a.
Yeah. You're just rolling a d20.
6.
Yeah. You pass. So you essentially, when the valet is busy, you slip inside and you find the coat check. The young woman taking the coats has turned away to help somebody else. You slide inside. Is there a specific type of coat you're looking for, or just the first one that fits you?
I feel like Garrett would go for black. Like he'd prefer a black coat. Probably something with a matching hat, like just a I don't know, fedora or like what's the hat that was the popular one
trilby.
time? Trilby, that's the one. Yeah. Like
yes.
Black trilby.
I only know it because all the guys in high school kept telling me, "Oh, it's not a fedora; it's actually a trilby."
Yeah. That's what I was like.
Oh, you
there's
don't want to be
another-
that guy.
Yeah.
Garrett wants to be that guy, though. All right, yeah, you are able to find a black coat and a trilby. You pop them on, you stroll on out, and you look like you're ready to be seated. Now, Alice, you just need to squirm into your dress. Do you care about being seen while you do this? You're in a truck.
Here's the thing. I am blushing a little. Me as a person, very much so. Alice, my character, not a damn. If anything, if she gets caught, then she's just in the newspapers, which is good news for her. So the fact that she even asked to go in the truck to change is character development for her.
I'm
right.
only gonna write down is okay with public nudity.
I'm not gonna make you roll them because you honestly do not give a shit. Like, people may sue you, people may not. You don't care. All right. Is anyone else changing?
Can I know if I am seen?
You can try and figure it out.
What do I roll?
So this would be an intelligence roll. Probably you might have something like perception or investigation, or something that looks like that if you're trained at all. Otherwise, it would just be an intelligence. And I'd say, figuring this out while getting dressed in a truck would probably be demanding. So you'd want to hit a 9 unless you're trained in something like, investigation.
Honestly, you know what? It's probably best to just not know.
I will say, chances are Billy is like leaning against the bed of the truck, kind of eyeing anybody, looking like,
Billy's keeping watch.
yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh.
So let's see. Was Amelie changing at all?
She could not give less of a shit.
Okay.
I love her.
She can't be fucked.
All right. So, are you all trying to enter the restaurant together, or are you going to split up?
Well, it sounds like Garrett's already in.
Yeah, Garrett's in. So, I mean, everybody else.
Nicola probably follows behind Garrett to make sure he doesn't take too many things.
I
That's
imagine Alice falls out of the truck and grabs Billy and is like, "Wait for us!" And she also grabs Mel. Like, come on.
Billy's probably escorting the ladies in, as the bodyguard should,
So as you reach the the maitre d' station, the taking of the reservations area, first Garrett and Nicola arrive, seemingly together as a couple group, like a pair. Yes, do you have a reservation?
Definitely.
Yes.
We do.
Can I sneak a look at the reservation list?
Yes, I would need another stealth. I would say that this would be demanding, but since you are trained, that would make it a standard, so 6 or higher.
Could I use careful observation?
You could use careful observation, yes.
Do you want to try this one, Carm?
I am trained in it.
Okay.
What do
Careful
I-
observation. Does it give you a specific? Does it say something specific?
You're making me open player manual.
Oh my god, you have to know how to play the game while playing the game?
I literally just have the note of what the skill is written down.
Don't worry, I'm
Don't-
looking for you as well.
Where are the pins? Where's my file? What the fuck?
You lost everything.
There it is. The bookmarked one.
I'm
Yeah.
finding everybody except for you.
I just need it to load so I can do a search of careful observation.
I think
Here we go. I found it.
That's kind of an ironic statement.
It is. So you take a minute to examine your surroundings. If you succeed at difficulty 4 perception task, you take note of an inanimate object within immediate distance that is related to your current investigation. So this seems like you wouldn't want to use careful observation for
Okay,
it. But
that's
are
fine.
you trained in perception or anything like that?
I've got researching, discerning motive, careful observation, missing detail, history, geology. Any non-combat tasks are trained.
Oh, okay, any non-combat tasks? Then this would be a 6 for you. So this would be a 6 for both you and Garrett. So if you both want to give it a shot, you can.
Well, I rolled a 16.
Well, you pass with flying colors. You both pass with flying colors.
I also.
Wow, look at that.
16.
At the same time, you both see a reservation that looks like they're, they like check off people as they come in. You see that there is a couple that hasn't checked in, but they're past their original reservation by like 3-4 minutes. So their names are Anne and Mitchell Sawyer.
She like elbows Garrett.
Yes, Sawyers, yes.
Yes, the Sawyers. So glad you could make it. We were getting ready to, get rid of the reservation. So glad you arrived. Yes, come with me. And you
Sorry,
are.
the traffic was terrible.
Oh, yes, it does happen this time of day. One accident and it's backed up for blocks.
Exactly.
They take you over to a table that is set for two. There's like champagne flutes and folded cloth napkins, very shiny silverware. And you are seated. You are given a wine menu as well as a menu that has like the specials and the appetizers. You notice that there's no prices on anything.
Oh no!
What a surprise.
That's
That
a
means
very
it's
bad.
really
It's a very
expensive.
bad sign.
Oh no!
Garrett really quickly checks his stolen coat to find the wallet. Like, see for some. You're like, how much did he leave me?
You find a crumpled $10 bill, but there's nothing else.
$10 in like this time or like?
Yes, $10 in this time. Like, not now, but then.
Nicola works
Oh.
3 jobs.
Go put a down payment on a house. Jesus.
I think it's worth noting that Amelie has a family history of being wealthy, and she points to something expensive on the menu and says, "Order that one."
Are we with them?
Well, only
I
the
don't think
two
we're
of us
with
are
them
here
yet.
so far.
Oh, sorry.
Save that for Alice because she won't know what to order.
Oh yeah. Okay, she'll let you know because you have fake appearances to keep up.
Yes, thank you. You get it, darling.
All right, so next up we have Billy accompanying the two ladies as they enter. Alice is dressed in her black and silver flapper dress. What is Amelie wearing? Just like what's her standard average clothing that she's got on?
You just asked Val what she's wearing in front of her wife?
I did, and I was doing this while I did it.
Listen,
What you
Corinne,
wearing?
when she visited us in Asheville, paid for both of our meals, so she's already taken us out. You know,
What
I'm
a
not
gentleman.
surprised
I am.
anymore.
I'm a gentleman.
She's probably wearing like. Were trench coats a thing back then?
I'm gonna say yes, even if they weren't, because I love them.
She was wearing something similar to a trench coat or a duster, and she's also wearing like. I think she may fancy herself a bit of a like a Holmes sort of person, so she may be wearing like a stalker hat or something.
So kind of like looking kind of like you might be an investigator, kind of like you might be like a
She's trying to affect that air.
yeah. Okay.
She's probably doing a very poor job because she's very disconnected from the world.
Okay. So as you approach the stand with Billy in tow, the maitre d' looks you, all three of you over, and like first sees Alice and is like, "Oh, this fits in." Then sees Amelie and is like, "Okay," and then sees Billy, and the range of acceptance in outfits like goes from like smiley face down to frowny face.
It's okay because Billy is just like,
Can you explain for the listeners what you just did at the Zoom camera?
Facial intimidation? I don't know.
It was a very, very like straight, stern, dead-eyed look.
Try me, bitch. It was a try me, bitch look. That's the best way I can describe it.
The Major D looks down at the reservations and, did you have a reservation? And his eyes keep darting to Billy. Just every once in a while and then flicking back.
What does the name tag on this person say?
It says Laurent.
Alice is gonna lean in and go, Laurent, I don't know if you have any advice, but I don't really dress up my bodyguards often. I guess I should have gotten her a suit, but a girl can't be too careful nowadays, you know.
Laurent kind of like gives you a little look, looks to Billy again. I'd like you to do something of a persuasion for me here. I'm not sure if you're trained.
I'm trained in it, baby.
All right. I'm going to say that this would be demanding, but since you're trained, it's going to be standard. So you'll have to get a 6 or above.
What do I roll?
Straight D20.
D20, and it's a 6 or above.
Yep.
Okay.
Did you roll a gay D20?
What'd you say?
You can roll a gay D20, yes.
I think I have a gay D20 actually.
What's a gay
I would have to.
D20?
It's pride themed.
Oh, I got
It's
a
not-
13.
It's not a straight D20, is what it is. All right. So, you know, although there's a little bit of skepticism in Laurent's eyes at first, he seems to recognize you. He's like, Alice.
Yes, darling. Oh my goodness. Yes, Alice Biltmore.
We haven't seen you in far too long, Miss Alice.
I know. I've been so busy, but thankfully I am back with good company. Although I am gonna have to take them shopping.
We'll make an exception. We have, if you want to go into the coat room, there are some extra jackets. If you go to the right-hand side, your associate can grab one of those just to not make a scene.
Oh, Laurent, you are an angel. Thank you so much.
Now, we didn't have a reservation for you, unfortunately, darling. However, we did have a cancellation.
Who would do such a thing? This place is wonderful.
I know. So, I can squeeze you in, but you have to promise that you'll come back and visit me.
You know I will. Oh my goodness gracious. Honestly, I'm already wanting to come here next week.
Well, set up a reservation. I've always got a spot for you, Alice.
Thank you so much, dear. And okay, Corinne, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but so Alice's thing is that like she's covertly gay in the 20s, you know.
Yeah.
Could Laurent also be covertly?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. He's in the club. Let's go.
I love how we were all as a group like, I guess homophobia can still be a thing and like non-equal rights can still be a thing, but like everyone's gay, so it's fine.
Well, this is a speakeasy or something to that effect. So.
Well, this is the restaurant above the speakeasy.
Well, they're serving wine.
Yeah. They are
It is a
still
speakeasy.
serving wine.
Oh,
It
this
is
is
a speakeasy,
Yeah.
whether or not it is
Yeah.
affiliated with the fish
I
bowl.
forgot about
Also,
the
fish
fish
tank.
I am 100% dragging Billy and Mel to get some outfits.
Now, to clarify, essentially the reason why this establishment is allowed to have wine is
rich.
they're rich. Yeah. They're bribing people. And the fish tank down below is like the average Joe version of what's above.
Yes.
So yeah, it's all money all the way down, but you know. All right, so you're going to go pick out some coats and some accoutrements for your companions. You head into the coat closet, and there is kind of like a, if something happens to your garment rack, like nothing's gonna fit great. It's not gonna necessarily be stylish, but it'll be appropriate for the setting. Is there anything in particular that these two pick out, or Alice, you pick out for these two?
They don't want me to pick it out for them.
Billy would literally just go to the closest rack, grab the like nearest black coat, and just put it on. She doesn't care if it's like small and she's standing like this, or if it's big and she's just putting it on.
No, please, no, I can't. Even though it's fake. No, Andy. No, Alice is gonna find one that fits, please.
Okay, I don't know. That's fine.
What about Mel?
What are the options?
So there are various suit coats. They're a little past fashionable, but they would do. There are some blouses that same thing, like they're a little bit like last season, but they would do if something happened to your top. There's not like any dresses because it'd be hard to like put on a dress in a restaurant, but essentially like tops and jackets, both. Like there's also some long sleeve shirts, just kind of like things you can put on if you happen to spill on your shirt because of a waiter tripped or something.
You said blouses. Wouldn't it be Blice?
Shut up.
I hate that, actually.
Yeah, there's lice and they're full of lice.
Do not put on the blice.
Wait, what if you brought your own lice from home?
Well, you can put on the lice. They'll make friends.
We have lice. We have lice at home. The lice at home. She just rolled her eyes, takes off her jacket, and she's wearing like flapper dress underneath. I want people to take me seriously.
Ooh.
She says when she says to Alice, who is like trying to ruin her, like throw off her groove.
I am not trying to ruin anything, darling. I'm just trying to help you get a little bit classed up.
I'm plenty classed up, thanks.
Well, they don't know that.
I'm so sorry. Don't let me hijack this, but I'm fully picturing Alice like almost like with a foot on Billy's back, like trying to pull off the small ass coat. Just like, I'm not trying to mess with your style, I swear.
Why are your muscles so big? It won't fit.
You're eventually able to tear the too small jacket from Billy, and there is like a sound. It's very lucky Laurent likes you and is very gay. So you're able to
Because
get...
he knows how to sew.
Yes, he knows how to sew, and he'll fix it later. But he, you are able to get a jacket that fits Billy. It's a little loose, but not like swimming. You are now ready to go into the restaurant. If you go back to Laurent, he will get you seated.
Let's go. Alice is actually pretty hungry, so I mean...
And I feel like me and Nicola are already like 3 glasses of wine deep at this point.
Nicola doesn't drink.
Garrett's drinking for 2.
So Garrett is 3 glasses of wine deep. He's just like, yeah, the bottle. Yeah. Just...
And I need to make a note in the canon that Nicola doesn't drink.
All right, so you are seated by Laurent. You have a little a table that would have originally been for 4. There is an extra place that they like take away, and then you can see Garrett and Nicola like across the restaurant. Garrett chugging wine. Nicola, I assume, looking around.
Yeah, she is paying attention to what's happening.
Yeah.
Alice,
Garrett finishes a glass and like reaches over and swaps it very quickly with Nicola's and just starts drinking hers.
She just hands him like a chunk of bread from the table.
Alice is gonna try and like lock eyes with her cousins, like just Nicola finally see Alice like
She clocks you immediately.
Alice is gonna hold up her wine glass and be like
Yes.
like maybe he's had too much. And she's gonna cover her motion by taking a sip herself, like
Nicola just fully just nods back and is like, yeah. I regret my decisions.
Now, you were told that David is a busboy and just kind of like general like dishwasher for this restaurant, and he is Frank, the original delivery driver's brother, younger brother. So you can try a couple of things here. You can just kind of have dinner and wait until you see busboys and try and figure out if one's David. You can try and find a way back to the kitchen. You can start asking around for David. Like, you've got some options. It's not too hard. As long as you don't start making a scene, it won't be a problem. If you do start making a scene, it will be a problem.
I think Nicola's just going to like casually eat and just like keep an eye out if she sees anyone, and if she does see one, she might do like a motion to be like, oh, I need a new glass.
Okay. Is the other table doing anything specific?
at this point, Alice would be going over the menu with Mel, asking like what the translations are and like what's expensive and what's not and what's good.
She says, I don't know what's expensive and what's not. I never paid.
You never paid.
Well, I guess wit is good then.
She points to something good, something that's very expensive, probably, but she doesn't know that it's expensive. And she says, that is the best sort of thing on this menu. And she's like looking around as she says it, because she's trying to find Debbie.
It is a duck.
À l'orange.
Yes, a duck à l'orange.
Does that mean an orange duck?
Something to that effect. She's not really paying attention.
I didn't know those come in orange.
Me either.
It's a mighty interesting place.
But what
All
are
right.
what are you getting, Billy?
Oh, she is ordering the cheapest shit. Like, the only thing she knows the prices of is the alcohol, and she's ordering the cheapest cup of alcohol because she fucking probably delivered it. So
That is fair. Billy wouldn't understand the price of the alcohol, like without there being prices on the menu.
This is cheap. I drink this. I don't know why she's Russian, but that's kind of the vibe. I drink this. That's the vibe. But like, no,
Well, the cheapest thing on the menu may be vodka. Just throw some potatoes in a vat and say, this is vodka.
This is Russia.
The cheapest thing on the menu is Malort. No, just kidding. Look, Andy's giving
It could have existed, and this is an alternate dimension as well, so.
I just don't think it'd be the cheapest thing on the menu because it'd probably be medicinal still at this point.
It's priceless.
It's priceless.
Orange gasoline.
I'm gonna say, if it's Malort, I'm gonna shove my foot so far up Corinne's ass.
That's what they use for the duck à l'orange.
Yes, they make it in Malort. Malort duck à l'orange.
Malort
Don't
à
make me
l'orange.
change my order.
Awful.
But yeah, Alice is gonna have that in a nice little glass of wine.
All right. And is Amelie picking out anything?
She picks something expensive too that she doesn't know is expensive.
She picks a nice risotto. It's truffle risotto with a balsamic reduction as a side sauce on some prawns. I'm not sure if any of those things would be good together, but it sounds fancy.
Just like my mom.
All right.
Did you see Mallard, Malort, both duck? Yeah.
Hate that.
All right, so somebody comes and takes your orders. They are not David, and then because David's not a waiter. But as you're kind of waiting for your food, you have drinks already. Both groups of you do see that there is a busboy who is cleaning up one of the tables nearby, like kind of in between the two pairs of you, but too far away to be directly next to either of you.
Neela just kind of keeps an eye on like the route that he's taking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Does
kinda
your table do anything? Oh, is Garrett doing something?
I was gonna kind of signal Nicola like, do we want to get him over here? I don't know.
She
I have so
fully
many empty wine glasses now.
just does this. She just does this.
A single finger up.
A single finger. I forget that people cannot see us.
All right, what is the other table doing?
So we mark this guy. Are we able to read any identifiers upon his
So
person?
at this point, his back is kind of to both groups. So he hasn't turned around yet in any way where you can see a name tag. But he will be turning around in 3, 2, 1. He is turning around and he's starting to walk back to the kitchen, which does go past Nicola and Garrett's table.
If he's going past, she might just hit him with like a raised hand, and like motions that they like might need like an extra basket of bread or something, or if they need like I don't know like a dipping bread like with olive oil and they're out of one of it.
Yeah. So as the busboy walks by, he does see you gesture, and he turns. His name tag says Andrew.
Okay. She's still gonna say that she needs more bread.
Yeah. What can I get you?
Sorry, my partner here, we've run out of the baguettes that you have. Is it possible to get another tray?
Yes, of course. I'll make sure someone brings it out.
Okay, thank you so much.
Right
And
away.
Some of the dipping olive oil, please.
Yes, that as well, please. Thank you.
Oh, yes, of course. And he starts to walk away. Do you do anything else as Andrew leaves?
Pick his pocket. Pick his pocket.
Don't. She's gonna kick him under the table.
He's a bus
Fully
boy.
just kicks Garrett under the table. Like, stop it.
You're on one end of Autumn's shoulder, I'm on the other.
As this is happening, second table, you see another busboy come out of like a back room, carrying like a crate of like dishes that have just been washed that like need to go to the serving stations where they wrap everything. You can't see his name tag from where he is, but if one of you got up to like do something, you may be able to cross paths with him.
I mean,
Billy, go do something.
You saw your bodyguard!
away with you, peasant.
Oh my god, Val!
Signal to us if there's something. If it's our man. She makes a significant, like she raised her eyebrows so as to not give his name.
So, I guess Billy.
classified.
Gal's sending you out like a damn Pokemon.
Yeah.
She has a plan. She has a plan.
Billy would approach the busboy, and I'm picturing like, and please don't let me hijack. I feel like he turns around and just goes, "Oh,
Yes.
Like
yes.
looks up at how tall.
yeah,
Yeah, like
just a big bitch."
he turns around with his crate full of dishes, and his eyes go big and can I help you?
What's your name, son?
David?
Perfect. I have a couple of ladies over here that would like to have a conversation with you. If you'd follow me, please.
His eyes go wide as saucers. He looks around, places the crate at the serving station. It kind of like waves them like a goodbye. Is like, I gotta go, and follows you back to the table.
Joke's on him, it's lesbians.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, Billy used big lady. It's super effective. It'd be super effective on me.
Yeah.
Ayo. All right, so David is following you back.
Cool. So she just lead him back and then kind of hang out, do the like hover.
What can I do for you, ladies?
So
He fixes his little bow tie.
So you're David, right?
That's me, David.
Are you Frank's little brother?
Yes, I am. He's
Oh.
very nervous.
Oh, darling, here, have this. And Alice gives him her wine.
Oh, thank you. And he kind of looks around, make sure his boss isn't watching, and he like downs it.
Listen, you're safe here, sugar. We just wanted to first off offer our condolences. I'm so sorry. It's never easy losing a member of your family.
He kind of gets a confused look on his face for a minute. And he's like, Frank's okay.
Shit! Wait, retcon it, Corinne. Wait, who's the person that
Frankly,
died?
he's fine.
Wait, what
Frank
happened?
didn't show up, and he hasn't
Frank-
been seen.
Yeah,
since.
Frank hasn't been seen since.
Okay, Alice doesn't say that. Never mind. I don't take notes.
I thought you were next leveling here. I was like,
No. I'm the one that killed him.
Oh,
Just so you know, tell me the
Your
truth.
brother
I
is
know what
dead.
happened.
What she said was, it's never easy when we don't really know what our family members are up to or where they've gone. I have some cousins just like that, you know.
He sets the wine glass down and kind of looks around again, and then he pulls out a chair, and you can tell he's like uncomfortable, like sitting at the table because like he knows any moment one of his bosses can come out and he'd be in trouble. But he kind of like smooths out a napkin in front of him and looks around again, and then gets real low and his voice gets real soft. Well, I mean, I generally know what Frank's up to. He just hasn't been himself lately.
How so, darling?
Well, I mean, did you hear what happened to the fish tank?
I did. Was it his sister that told us?
It is Lucia who told you, who is the daughter of the owner of the fish tank and the person who like would receive deliveries from Frank. So like Frank knew her and was good friends with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
We heard from Lucia about it, and that his actions have been strange lately.
Yeah, he won't leave the apartment anymore.
Really? So you think that's where he's at?
I know he is. We share it.
Oh no! So he won't even be out there with you.
Yeah, no. Ever since that night, I can't get him to. I can't get him to come out. I mean, it's hard working for the both of us now. You know.
Yeah.
gotta make sure we make rent.
Well, I just want to say that if there's anything we can do, we all know it's not an easy time for anyone. And like you said, it's hard making ends meet. But if there's anything we can do to help.
Well, you seem like all three of you. You seem like kind of people someone can open up to. You know, a little less you, and points at Billy. No offense.
No, Billy's fully like, me? What do you mean?
Billy gives great hugs.
You know what? I can believe that. And he gives Billy a wink.
Oh, wait, he's into it. Oh.
I think Corinne is just using all the NPCs to flirt with me.
No. What?
Wow,
Corinne
crazy.
wouldn't do
Never
that.
saw that happening before.
Wild. And will you keep using big lady?
We needed a tank, Corinne.
All right. But he looks to the both of you and he says, "Do you think? I know this is incredibly forward and kind of weird. But if you know Lucia, if you know what happened, do you think you could come and talk to Frank? I've tried everything I could think of, and maybe someone else needs to convince them to get out of the house, you know?"
Yes, of course. We would do that in a heartbeat. Here, have some bread. You look like you've been working all day. Have some more wine. We'll talk to him, see what we can do.
That sounds amazing. And he's like shoving bread in his face and like
Eat up,
glugging
darling.
wine.
Eat up.
Oh.
Please don't get this kid fired.
I remember being a server, man. There are some shifts.
Yeah, you see the dark circles under his eyes and you think he's been working doubles because Frank hasn't been leaving the house, so.
The baby.
I just want it to be known that even if the boss came up, Billy would just Billy face at him. And yeah, she's not gonna let this angel baby get back on his feet for another few minutes. Just
But we won't keep him too long.
Yeah.
We'll meet him after his shift.
Yeah, he lets you know when his shift is done, and then he does end up going back. Now, while this is happening, I do want to ask, Garrett and Nicola, are you doing anything, or are you just enjoying your dinner? You've seen a server get brought to their table.
Yeah, I think Nicola has she's keeping an eye on him, so she's clocked that they've kind of like found the brother.
Mhm.
So she's like, "This has probably got it. She's probably got it." And she's just like, I'm just gonna keep eating.
On a scale of responsibility within our family, I'm above a Garrett, but I'm below a Nicola.
I would like you to know that I've put in my notes under Nicola that she's a master manipulator.
Yes. But very much the oldest sibling vibes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you are able to finish your dinners, whatever you want to eat, but then the check does come due. The, you get like the little like folded leather like thing slid onto the table, and for Nicola and Garrett, it is placed in front of Garrett. For the group of the table of three, it is set in the center of the table because there is no assumptions being made.
There's no man.
Yeah, there's no man, so they're like, well, somebody's paying.
yeah.
Mel, do you have any cash on you?
She fishes around to find some cash. So, how does... I don't know if we discussed money, really, in the character development section.
So it was kind of assumed that you would be able to, like, you would have some spending money. A fancy dinner like this, I've actually just looked it up. In the 1920s, a dinner check for like a fancy restaurant might be like total for everything for like everybody might be like $30. Or wait, correction. So it would have cost like hold on. I'm getting so many conflicting things. I think it would be like the equivalent of what $30 is now, but let me check and see what $30 now is in 1920s money.
It in
I
math.
know that
Every
$10 in 1920s, because I looked it up, was around 160 in today's money.
Yeah, so so if we reverse it,
If it helps, Garrett definitely just had a lot of bread and then the soup and salad.
yeah.
But would that be free? I doubt it would be.
It's not free.
No.
There's no way.
Yeah,
It's
so
wine.
I would say that the $10 that Garrett found in his pocket will cover Nicola and Garrett's meal. And then you three, since you did get more expensive meals, you're looking at, or at least two of you did, you're looking at like a $25 to $30 bill, and that's like $25 to $30 then, which would be like around like $400 today. So
Here's the thing with Alice. She's always flirting and going around socialites. And sometimes there's a bunch of old lonely men who don't know she's a lesbian. That just give her some money to go get her hair done. How much is a haircut anyway? Oh, darling, it's so expensive. More expensive than you think it is.
I believe that Alice could afford this dinner, but it will sap her extra spending money for like until she has the chance to do that again.
Oh, I have to hold back on another dress.
Yes.
I suppose.
Okay, your cousin can just steal one for you.
Yeah.
That's true. I'll take Garrett to the mall.
All right, so you are able to afford your checks. It is a close call. If Garrett hadn't found that $10, might have been a problem.
Yeah. I mean, Nicola works 3 jobs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Nicola has money, but does she want to spend it on Garrett drinking?
Oh,
like...
absolutely
Yeah.
not.
Exactly.
I'm imagining there's just like this standoff where like Garrett picks up the check, kind of like looks at it, kind of looks at Nicola, and Nicola's just like,
Like, she loves her
No.
cousin, but she's not paying for him to get wasted.
Yeah.
Garrett just kind of sighs, puts the 10 in there, like puts it down.
Yeah, because I think Nicola could have afforded it. She works 3 jobs, but she's not paying for Garrett.
Also, I have a
No.
question. Does
Yeah.
the Magnus Institute pay us?
It does.
It does. However, you haven't gotten paid yet.
We get, for every case solved, we get the equivalent of 1 month's pay. But sometimes the cases can take more than 1 month to solve.
Or they can take less. So
Yeah.
it's, or you could not solve it. So you're kind of like, faster you solve it, the better. If
Yeah.
you can solve it. So you will get paid, assuming you survive and solve the case. All right. So you've all paid your checks. And you note that it's going to be about another couple hours before David is done working, for those of you who got his end shift time. What would you like to do now that you're kind of just waiting on David?
I think Nicola's gonna ask, what information did you, were you able to get out of David?
Well, before you ask me what info we got, how many glasses of wine did Garrett drink? He's barely standing.
Look, you know that once you put any sort of alcohol in front of him, It's hard to stop. You know, he's part of the reason that they outlawed it.
Yeah.
I
Not wrong.
I don't know. I tried. He kept taking the glass that they put in front of me, but you know, I don't drink.
He was just being considerate.
Yeah, I had to tell them to stop at one point.
Hey, Corinne, can I have stolen the silverware off of our table?
Yes, 100%. You don't even have to try to do that.
You're
not
Just gonna
expecting
allow
it.
it.
Yeah, we're still used, like we're still a little dirty and stuff.
Yeah.
So is it
Silver.
Is this actual silverware, or is it just is it just
It's just flatware.
because I mean that was a thing. Still
Can
is
you imagine?
Fancy
Oh, yeah.
Sterling
restaurant.
silver forks and knives and spoons.
You want your patrons to be nice and healthy and free from infection.
When I was 17 and we were in Germany, and we went to a beer house because you know that's a legal age to drink over there, and my dad signed the slip for me. I took one of the giant goblets that you drink out of, and I brought it home to my dad as a souvenir. And to this day, he has this giant beer house goblet that I stuffed in my oversized Kathy Van Zeeland purse.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if drinking 17-year-old Roxy can get away with it, Garrett can get away with it.
just such,
Icon.
imagining those Germans being nice, being like, that's a habit, it's fine.
Like,
You're just
she's
walking out
American.
like
thinking no one can see it, that they're all seeing it.
Everybody knows.
Yes, Cave knows what they are. Yes, the like novelty.
the Steins.
Yeah. It's just so funny looking back on it, and I'm just like, teenagers are dumbasses. Oh my god. But so Alice is gonna fill them in.
Hold on. Question: can I clock Garrett trying to take the silverware?
You can try, yeah. I would like you to roll a perception for me.
Let him have it. Don't be a coward.
That'd be
I paid for your
intelligence unless you're trained. I'm gonna
I
say
am.
this would be okay. So then, usually I'd say it's demanding to catch Garrett, but it will be standard for you. You're used to it, and also you're trained.
So it's just it's a 6.
A 6, correct?
I rolled a 14.
Yeah, you see him doing it.
She just stares at him like, really?
He stares back and then just goes,
She makes him put it
nods.
back. She's like, no. Put it back.
fine, but you're not getting those rings from that case.
Where did you get rings from?
Don't worry about it. I was gonna give them to you. Now I have
I would have told you to give them back anyways. We've talked about this. You can't steal things in my name.
It's fine. Don't worry.
Now, speaking of stealing in somebody's name, I'm gonna do a little something, because we're getting close to our end time here. And we haven't had the chance for a GM intrusion. So, a GM intrusion can happen when somebody rolls a 1, or it can just happen when I want to. And it is when I get to throw a complication into the works. I'm going to throw a complication here, and this complication is going to be for Garrett. Now, what that means, Garrett, is that you are going to have something that you're going to need to resolve. And after this experience, you will get 2 experience points, 1 for you and 1 for another member of the group that you get to hand out to whoever you like. Now, what this intrusion is, somebody actually did see you steal the coat and hat earlier.
God damn it.
They just didn't call, make a scene about it. Instead, somebody's called the cops on you because you stole their jacket and their $10, which is a lot of money. Now, as Nicola says, you can't steal the silverware or whatever it is exactly. 2 police officers in standard 1920s police officer garb walk through the door and start making a beeline for your table.
Why do I feel like Corinne is getting back at Autumn for him DMing our other campaign and putting her through hell? Why do I feel like this is personal?
Does Nicola, as working for a PI, does she have a badge?
She would probably have a card and not a badge because she's not like an official PI herself, but she would have a card saying she's affiliated with the PI that she is.
Okay. Just curious.
She wasn't gonna help him. She just wanted to know.
No, she might help him. She doesn't want him to go to jail.
Yeah, every time he goes to jail, he learns new tricks.
Yeah.
For real. I feel like Garrett would bring Nicola kind of sweep in, kind of like, yeah, well, let's go see how the others are doing, and just kind of starting walk towards the other table and slash the door. Just ignore the cops completely.
And the police officers are following you. And one of them says, Sir, can we speak to you for a moment?
How long the moment?
I assume for not talking to me, so.
You keep walking? Sir, yes, you in the trilby.
You just had to wear a very obvious...
Kind of like pulls the hat off, looks at it and goes then turns around and goes, this is a trilby, isn't it? This isn't my hat. I grabbed the wrong... Oh my gosh, this probably isn't even my coat, is it?
This is clearly a deception. I assume you have some skills in lying.
I am trained in deception.
All right. I'd say usually getting out of this would be difficult. I'm going to say it's demanding because you're trained. You can also expend effort if you'd like to make it easier, but demanding you would need to get a 9 or above.
Is it possible to help?
Yes, you can help, but you would have to do something to help. So, support him in some way.
Is it possible to, rifle through my bag and see if I have a $10 bill?
Just preemptive.
Yeah, you can do that. I would say you would need to roll for that. You can just roll through your bag and see if you have a 10. I would say that you may not have a 10 specifically, but you would be able to probably come up with $10 if you've been frugal this month.
She's very frugal. She doesn't spend her money.
Yeah, so you start rifling through your bag. You're looking for a 10 as Garrett is trying to lie to these police officers. So Garrett, make your roll. You are looking to get a 9.
Okay, I do want to expend some effort.
Okay.
And I have an edge in intellect. I don't know if that affects anything here.
Yes. So what that would mean is that usually you would have to spend, let me double check how much you would spend for effort. It's either 3 or 2. I'm just trying to remember which. How much effort? Here we go.
Niccolo also probably will say, how did you not know? How did you grab the wrong coat out of the coat rack when we were trying to get in?
It looks exactly like mine. The hat is different now that I realize, but it was dark in that coat room.
You do this almost, once or twice a week at this point? I think we need to get you to an eye doctor.
My eyes are... Actually, now that you mention it, the sign up there is blurry. You're probably right.
Yeah, I think we need to get you to the doctor. I'll schedule an appointment for Tuesday.
Can I turn to the police officer and just be like, I'm so sorry, miss? Just completely Just like completely have like I
Yeah.
can't see them at all. Just like
Yeah.
and like kind of like, oh, I'm sir, officer. Oh, I didn't even realize you were with the constables.
So you usually would spend 3 effort, so 3 intelligence points from your pool to use an effort. But since you have 1 intelligence edge, that would only be 2 points used
Okay, so
to use. So you can move it up to standard, which is a 6.
cool. All right, let me roll this d20. 16.
Okay.
I rolled a 7 on finding money.
Okay, you find money.
I'm not even like, I'm kind of like, as you're doing that,
Yeah.
I'm like.
All right. So the 2 police officers, they kind of like, at first they're not believing you, but then with the assistance of Nicola, and like Nicola being like, oh, I'm so sorry, like we use money from the coat here, like pay the bill, and then you claiming that you have really bad eyesight. The police officers like kind of write a few things down on their notepad. They say, well, we're gonna take your name down, just for the future. Make sure you get those eyes checked, sir.
Of course.
It's dangerous to walk around not knowing what's hat's yours. You could get hit by a car or something.
I keep telling him that.
Mm-hmm.
But alas, here we are.
I'm just imagining the police officer walking away, wondering why they liked being called ma'am, and suddenly having 1,000 questions.
A trans awakening.
100%. Egg cracked.
God damn it.
And then they had gotten your name from the maitre d' stand, so they say it was Mitchell Sawyer. Is that correct?
Correct. I obviously I don't have my ID on me, unfortunately. I'll have to. Hopefully my coat's still there. Here. I'll just like take the coat and the hat, like just kind of like roughly toss it at them, so they're like fumbling with it and be like, I'm so sorry. I need to go make sure my coat's still there, and like
You dart off.
yeah, grab Nicola and just be like, goodbye.
She's like making sure he doesn't run into any tables. Like, no, this way.
Well, I would say that you two successfully managed your way around that intrusion. Now, you don't have to give the other point of experience to Karma, but it would make
Rude.
sense.
I think I will.
Okay.
She did end up covering the bill. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right, so you now each have 1 experience point.
Okay.
In the future, you will, these intrusions will happen more often. We just haven't really been in situations where, like, you were in danger in any way. But as soon as someone started stealing coats in a fancy restaurant and impersonating people and...
What? Wow, crazy.
I cannot tell you how tempting it is to try and steal number 1 on the way out.
Where do experience points go on this sheet?
I don't think Nicola will let me. Right
she
next
won't.
to effort.
Oh, next effort.
1.
All right. So, you guys do manage to get out of that. What are you 3 doing when you see Nicola and Garrett have to essentially make a hasty retreat to get away from the cops?
You mean besides laughing her ass off?
Besides laughing your asses off.
Yeah.
I see the cops and I sink down in my chair.
It's like I'm here for the show.
No, she's naturally suspicious of everyone, but especially authority figures.
Especially in this time era.
Yeah.
I think that's our cue to leave and reconvene with my dear cousins, who I love very, very much.
Said she with a hint of reproach in her voice.
All right, you do get up and leave. As you're leaving, Laurent gives you a little wave.
Oh,
to
and
say
we return
goodbye.
the outfits too.
Oh, yes, yeah, you return your outfits, and Laurent says, come see me again.
I will.
Au revoir.
Also,
Go home.
Laurent, I have to tell you something. One of the elderly men I chatted up, named Walter, wasn't that into me. But I saw him making eyes at the waiters at the party, if you know what I mean, and you need some extra change.
I am going to write that down.
Sir Walter.
I love this.
All right. So, you are able to exit after doing a little reconnect with Laurent, and you meet up with the others outside. Scold as you wish.
What were you two thinking?
What was I thinking? Look at him.
Billy's fully pulled Garrett aside, like, so what'd you get?
Nothing.
Well, yeah, nothing. Yeah, nothing. Can I like open like my jack, like whatever like code or whatever I do have?
Like 7
on?
watches.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that
there's
cute
like the
little...
knives from the table that like I just
Did you get the salt and pepper shaker? The cute little circle ones?
just take them out, pass them
man
over to Alice.
Of good taste. Oh! She likes collecting them. They're shiny.
Nicola is
You'd want these ones.
so done with their shit.
I know a good
Like,
fence if you
At
need it.
least one person in this family has to have their head on straight. And I guess if it has to be me, then I will do the job, but I don't like it.
Okay, Miss knows everything. We at least got some information from David if you want to hear it.
I would like to hear it. I was hoping that one of our parties would.
Yeah, he said I was trustworthy. He said,
Ah.
I have a face that you want to share with. Just deadpan as fuck. I was like, yeah, he said I look like someone that he could open up to.
Oh, so he hit on you.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, darling, it was definitely hitting on. You could do worse, Billy. He seems eager.
He needs to save his time for rich men.
My point exactly.
Richness aside, we learned that he's been very worried about his dear brother. Stays in the apartment, not just stays in the apartment, stays in his room, doesn't come out, very out of character. And after we consoled him a bit, he wants us to go with him to the apartment to check things out. Maybe talk some sense into that brother of his.
So you're using the skills that father gave you.
A girl must do what a girl must do.
Look, somebody had to do it. I respect it. Just look, you and I were raised in it right, okay? We just simply have this cousin who simply is a kleptomaniac. It's fine.
Yes, he
It's
must.
11.
With his sticky fingers.
I mean, when you've got that upbringing, it is what it is. But I mean, he's in it now. We'll be fine. And she's like, well, we should probably head back. How long did you say it would be until he's off his shift?
Oh, probably around 2 hours, I think.
Yeah.
Is that enough time for us to go back to the society? and
Yes, because you have cars.
back? Oh yeah, we have cars. Forgot. Okay.
Yeah, if you didn't have cars, it'd be like harder, but you have 2 vehicles, so
Okay.
yeah. You've got time to head back if you'd like. Or you can hang around and putz around Chicago.
We could go see a movie. At the pictures.
A talkie?
No, we
Oh, you want to do work, I guess.
look. I just want to get as much information as we can before we go try and figure out what's going on with Frank, which I simply think is the responsible thing to do. If you want to go see one of those silent pictures, that's your own prerogative, but I will be going back to the society.
Oh, might as well. It's a show nonetheless.
I mean, I'm just going to be rifling through a bunch of papers.
Oh. Research.
You might be able to talk to that old woman, though. Learn more about the, bone plan.
The dental plan!
Yeah, please don't sign up for that.
I make no promises, but yes, let's go back and research, I suppose.
All right, so we're heading back to the society. Is that correct?
And
Yep,
we will
Unless
be back.
anyone else says no.
No, it's smart.
All right, and then you'll be back to see David once he gets off his shift.
Yep.
All right. Change our music. There we go.
Oh, my upbeat jazz. It's gone.
Yep, your upbeat jazz gone. I'm so sorry.
I do love the dinner jazz.
Me too.
I love me some smooth jazz.
Don't worry, jazz will keep coming back.
Okay, good. We don't
Yeah.
have to just keep coming back to this restaurant. For
Yeah,
no reason, or we
not
get to rest.
only this restaurant will give you
I mean,
jazz, I promise.
It's the 1920s. It's the era of big band.
Yeah. Basically, anytime I have a reason for any kind of upbeat music, you're going to be getting like big band jazz, yeah.
Give us some Charles Mingus. Just for funsies.
I don't know if Charles Mingus would get copyright struck. Like,
I don't either. Also, I think he might be after the 20s.
yeah.
Alternate universe. Yeah.
I just know I had to find way too many Charles Mingus records. No, there was a Charles Mingus record that was supposed to be released, but the label kept delaying it, and it was like obviously a re-release, and it was a pain in my ass like 2 years ago.
Oh, this music.
He was born in 1922.
Okay, so he'd be a baby right now.
He'd be a baby. His music was more between the 1950s and the 70s. Rip.
Frisbee, I would say ska is technically too late. I'm not saying it's not possible though, because this is an alternate universe, and I fucking love ska. So anyway, I digress.
Nothing like being a mobster in Chicago and then hearing fucking Big Real Fish, just...
Hey, no. See, you gotta get the real gay ska.
Gay ska.
The
Yeah.
ska!
Gay ska, blue ska, mouse.
Gay ska.
There is a band I really like. Hold on. They're specifically like they have one of their songs is called Boys Will Be Girls. And they are a ska band that came out like with the song in 2021. They're called We Are the Union. They're really great. Their singer is trans femme, and they're really
I've never
great.
guessed.
Yeah.
Suits are definitely not a thing yet.
Yeah.
Suits are aren't they like a disco thing?
Zoot suits are. Let me look up.
My
zoot
dad
suits.
had a zoot suit. Okay.
I'm so sorry. All I'm hearing is noot noot every time you guys say zoot suit.
So anyway, we go
Zoot
back to
suit.
the society.
Zoot
It's
suits
the
were popular in the
30s and
1930s and 40s. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
the society.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
we're a little bit before.
We could be
Yeah, we're
fashion
before zoot suits. But yes, I do recommend We Are the Union. They're excellent. They're really good. All right. Anyway, I digress. So you head back to the society and you enter the building, the mail building once again. You go to that weird little hallway and you look behind the plant and there's the elevator. You must call the elevator.
What are we called?
Elevator.
You hit the button.
Yeah, Nicola presses the button.
And you hear a and there's Frankie. Oh, you're back. Hey.
Yeah, do you mind taking us down?
That's my job, ain't it? Come on in.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you alive.
You as well.
You all get in the elevator with Frankie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It closes. Ding. And then you hear... And you feel as if your stomach is going through your body as you were brought downward so fast. And then suddenly it stops with a jerk, and Frankie is just standing there completely nonplussed. And the door opens. Have a good time. And you're able to exit into the long hallway.
Thanks, Frankie.
She winks and does finger guns.
She hesitantly does them back. Garrett's still drunk out of his mind.
Oh yeah, does Garrett have to try not to vom, or is he used to lots of motion after drinking?
I mean, I'm just gonna say he's probably had a ride with Nicola in the car a few times after a bottle of wine, so this isn't out of the ordinary.
Okay, as long as he's used to it, I don't think it'd be a problem.
Yeah, he's probably just like walks out. He's just like, oh, that was a bit more than normal, but okay.
I told you not to over-imbibe.
It's fine. You weren't helping. We bought the bottle. We had to finish the bottle. That's how it works.
And as you're walking down the hallway, you see the door that goes to the archives area swing open, and Ethel pops her head out. Oh, and you're back! I got those files for you.
Oh, perfect. I was really hoping that those might be ready.
Oh, that's, I definitely got them ready for you. Here you go, if you want to go take them to an office. Not a problem. Did you need anything else? I was just about to head out for the day.
Do you have any water?
Oh, yes. She
Honestly,
points you over to a
coffee
pitcher.
would be great as well.
Just like,
And then she's like, oh, coffee. Now, I don't have any on hand. I stopped drinking this stuff. I don't want to mess up these pearly whites. We do have some tea, though. But if you did want some coffee, I'm pretty sure Dick's got some in his office.
Okay.
So if you go knock on the door, I think he's still here.
Nicola is going to take the statements from her, and then go over to Dick's office to see if she can get coffee.
All right. So you go, and the door is closed. The door says, there's a little plaque that says Dick Mendelsohn, and then it looks like there's supposed to be a title underneath it, but it's been scratched out.
Dick Mendelsohn.
Mendelsohn.
That's the funniest fucking name. Dick Mendelsohn?
She's gonna knock on the door.
You hear kind of a loud sigh from the other side. Enter.
She's gonna open the door and just kind of peek her head in. Ethel said you might have coffee.
Coffee? Yes, I have coffee. Come on in.
Perfect. Do you mind if I just grab a cup and go?
I would honestly prefer it.
Yeah, I don't want to bother you. And she's going to kind of take a quick glance at her surroundings, see if there's anything, weird, but not try to be obvious about it. And then go over to where the coffee pot is and pour herself a large black coffee.
A large coffee.
A large.
So Dick is an interesting guy, or not an interesting guy, honestly, which is kind of weird in and of itself. Which, hold on, I gave a description of him originally. Let me find it.
I'm totally writing not interesting, has coffee.
I need you to know that in our chat, sure, just grab a cup of Dick Mendelssohn's bean water. Oh,
Dick Mendelssohn's bean water.
ew.
Iconic.
I hope he franchises soon, so I can get my Dick Mendelsohn bean water on the go.
Oh,
Goodness.
yes. So, actually, I didn't describe Dick. I described Stanley, who is Dick's assistant. It's actually rare to find Dick in office, so, which is a funny statement.
Hey, yo, rare to find Dick in office?
Rare to
Not
find Dick
anymore.
in office. So, you do see that there are 2 desks in the office. One is Dick's, and then one says Stanley on it. Stanley has left for the day. He's not there. Yes.
Where's Tom's?
Where's Tom's?
Yeah, where's Tom's desk?
There's
Dick,
not
Stanley, Tom.
Tom, Dick, and Stanley.
There's not a desk for a Tom. I'm sorry.
It's a bit. It's
I know.
hate
So, Dick is a tall man who is thin. He looks almost a little too thin. Like maybe he doesn't eat enough, or maybe he's just naturally very skinny. You know how you have like people who just have naturally very fast metabolisms and they always kind of look a little too gaunt. That's kind of the general stature of a Dick Mendelsohn. He has very, very bright blue eyes. And he has curly dark hair that is graying in that like very dignified at the temples kind of way.
I just need you to know that I just spelled eyes wrong somehow. I put Y-E-S-E.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know how I did that.
And you don't notice anything particularly strange about the office itself, except that it feels very you get that kind of feeling as if they're like the hair standing up on the back of your neck, like goosebumps kind of feeling as you pass the barrier into the room. Like you feel like you're being watched, and like obviously you are. Dick is watching you, but it's more of like an overwhelming sense than would just be from one person looking at you. But yeah, beyond that, the coffee is perfectly cromulent.
Husband's awake.
He's here for Dick's dirty bee juice.
Apparently. She's just gonna grab the large pot of coffee, and pour herself a cup of it and just say, all right, if I happen to need more, are you gonna be in the office for a while, or?
I'm expecting to pull an all-nighter, so I'll be here a while. Can
Perfect.
you
I might be the same.
start a fresh pot if it gets low?
Yeah, will do, 100%.
Thank you. It's quite nice that you've joined us here.
I'm glad to be here.
Have a good night.
You as well. And then she leaves. She's like, bye. It's like, I grabbed my caffeine and I will be leaving. I hate that you're shipping Nicola and Thin Dick Mendelsohn.
Thin Dick Mendelsohn.
And Dick Mendelsohn.
I hate it.
What part of it's
actually.
his nickname? You'll never know.
I'm Thin Dick for a reason.
I hate that. Thanks.
Awful. It's awful.
But she's gonna go back with her coffee to the group, and go into one of the offices to look over the notes and everything.
All right. Well, it's almost time for us to end our stream. So I have a question for all of you. Which statement would you like to hear as the end of our stream. We have 3 options, and I will give you a little bit of information. So we have one that Billy already has access to. This statement is from Slim Jim. And this one is one of the ones that was directly connected to your case. It was one of the ones that was a related file to the original statement that you got. We have one from a Timothy Green. This is the one that was not connected. This is the Gardner one that was found in the filing cabinet. And then the last one is from Walter Ward. This one is connected to your original case directly through related files, and happened on Halloween.
I unfortunately kind of want to hear about Slim Jim. First off, because Billy knows about it, and also because it's related to the case.
All right, so we're going with Slim Jim?
Which
Jim
one
Pendles.
is Slim Jim's? Is it 301 or 031?
A 301.
Slim
So,
What was
Also,
the
give
other
us 1
name?
second. Val will be right back.
okay.
What was
Yeah,
the-
I'll give info to Karma while we're waiting. So there's one by Slim Jim, which ends in 301. There is the other one that is directly connected, associated with Walter Ward, and that one ends in 31. And then there is the one that you found in the filing cabinet,
Yes.
which ends in 13, and that one is by from Timothy Green.
Yep, I've got that. Perfect. Okay.
All
You
right.
can't tell I'm our note taker.
All right, and I will provide the statement for you all in the Discord after I read it aloud. So you get to hear my Slim Jim voice.
I'm about to be offended, I fear.
Hey, I'm also have hillbilly roots, so
Fair enough, I suppose.
witness name Slim Jim, in quotes. Statement date 3/10/1924. Incident location undisclosed basement location. Incident date 3/01/1924. Other witnesses Wilhelmina Billy Ellison. Statement: those bastards stole it. Not that I can go to the coppers about it. Billy told me I should come to yous. Not sure why, but that's her business. I can't give you all the details. Trade secrets, you know. But I'll tell you what you need to know to catch these goons. The big one called himself Mr. Smith, an alias, you know. Dressed like a longshoreman, but offering way more clams than the average Joe. His little friend wore those squeaky boots like he's really trying to sell the whole fisherman stick. They wanted limoncello for some big to do. With what they was paying, hell, I would have made fucking champagne. Got half up front. Should have known it was too good to be true. By the time I had Billy stop by to get the booze, it was gone. I hadn't even brought him up to my place. I got no idea how they found my still or got in without waking me. If they hadn't taken my still and my recipes, I would have called it square. But I don't have the dough to start from scratch. If you catch these guys, I want a piece of them. Tell them no one crosses old Jimmy. And then at the bottom, statement number 9240301. Date recorded, nothing. Related files 9241031, 9250115. Investigator name Peter Whitney. Investigation date 4/25/1924. Witnesses contacted Wilhelmina Billy Ellison. Incident updates. Slim Jim was found to be deceased before we could follow up on his statement.
Oh my god, they killed him.
He really snapped into a Slim Jim.
God, end it. I'm done.
Awful.
God.
Question.
Yeah.
Were
Oh.
either of those statements color code tabbed?
So, the original statement that I gave you, did I say it had a tab?
I don't believe so.
All right. So, Neither of these, none of these ones that you have tabs either. Like, they do not have a color associated.
Okay.
I need you to know it's been said, someone really rustled Jimmy.
Rip.
And also, oh yeah! Because you know Macho Man was Slim Jim.
Awful.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's that statement for you. Yeah, I named him Slim Jim because I thought it was funny.
No, I can
Iconic,
see
truly.
someone's like
It is.
uncle being called that. That's pretty
Yeah.
valid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Andy, you know it's true.
I know, but I refuse to call him Slim Jim. I'm just gonna call him Slim because you would have called him Slim or Jim. Usually not Slim Jim. But I guess not in every situation. I don't know every situation in the world.
That was for formal occasions. Slim Jim.
Slimothy Jimothy, if you don't
Well,
mind.
you see, there was a Slim and there was a Jim, but there wasn't a Slim Jim.
Gotta snap it to him.
So that's your last statement for the day. We can always have the group go through this next week because obviously we can tell Billy has some information about this one because she's directly listed.
And also, if you ever tell anyone her name is Wilhelmina, she will literally stab you in the throat.
Tune in next time to find out who gets stabbed first.
So, Wilhelmina?
It would be Garrett. It would be. Take care, y'all. This was too much fun.
It's a great time.
Bye, everyone. Hope you enjoyed.
Y'all, I don't really know where this is gonna go. All I know is Autumn is probably getting stabbed, and I'm not gonna stop it. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow for some shenanigans. Goodbye.